World Travel Market has just happened in London. I'm joined in studio by Velma Cochrane from Cape Town Tourism, and she's going to tell us what travel trends we can expect in 2016. Hello.
Hi, how are you doing?
Good, thanks. How are you doing?
I'm very good.
Now, you attended the World Travel Market in London, and this is a big travel trade show, if you will, that happens every single year. And every year we chat about trends that come out of that trade show. What kind of travel trends are we seeing overseas right now that might come to South Africa?
So what's very interesting is that every year they release sort of one of the World Travel Trends reports. So a lot of the trends, and it's always quite reassuring when we go there, because you think that when we get there we're quite familiar with some of the trends that are coming out. Yeah. So it always makes us feel slightly reassured that we don't just live, in a backwater on the southern tip of Africa. But one of the biggest trends that came out in terms of European travel was the whole notion around hipster neighbourhoods. And basically, if you think about the sharing economy and how people are traveling with Airbnb, when people travel to cities or to places, nobody wants to be a tourist anymore. You want to be a traveler, and you're looking for authentic experiences and basically being able to do what the locals do. So what you're seeing is people traveling through European cities is that they don't just want to do the tourist attractions. They're actually going to a place to eat the food that locals eat, go to markets, and just do sort of quite regular stuff. And so what you've seen is the rise of sort of what they call hipster neighbourhoods. So in London, people would rather go and stay in Dalston than in central London, or in Berlin it's Kreuzberg. And then based on that, what you're also seeing is the rise of secondary cities. So the rise of cities like Leeds or Birmingham as places to go.
Now, when we talk about Cape Town, does that mean we're going to start seeing less tourists going to Table Mountain and off to see the penguins? Are they going to be all in Woodstock?
Well, I think that when people come to Cape Town, especially on the first time, you haven't really seen Cape Town unless you've been up Table Mountain, you've seen the penguins, or you've gone to Cape Point or popped in at the waterfront. But what is great for us is that it does mean that Cape Town has got more to offer than just our attractions, and we often do see second-time visitors coming to Cape Town. So what's been a very interesting phenomenon that we've seen recently is that our airport arrivals have been up, but our hotel accommodation and our attractions have been relatively stagnant. But Airbnb have said that the number of listings in Cape Town in the last year has risen from 2,000 something to over 6,000 listings. Wow. So I think increasingly you are seeing people who are coming here wanting a lot more of a local experience, and we've actually used that to our advantage, and we've started to create content specifically around the various neighborhoods so that when visitors do come, they know what to do.
I did see a few videos using celebrities. I saw Sivin Gessis and Arno Karstens taking you through their own neighborhoods. Can we expect to see more of this?
Yeah, so we've also got Karen Dudley doing Woodstock, and we're about to do Langa. We actually shot it last weekend, Constantia and Somerset West. And we're hoping to have, by the end of 2016, probably 12 or 15 videos. And actually a big part of what we went to do in London was to talk about the neighborhood videos.
Okay, I want to come back to the neighborhood videos in just a bit, but what are some of the biggest challenges facing South African tourism at the moment?
So the visa regulations has been a massive issue. We're very fortunate in that, the regulations, the government have said that they're going to ease the regulations and that they're going to put things in place to make it a lot easier for people to come. One of the biggest challenges currently is the fact that whilst it's been said that the regulations are going to be eased, they haven't, the official regulations haven't gone, it hasn't been promulgated through Parliament. So there's a lot of confusion.
There.
Yes, and also I think because of it, so what we've seen is the biggest thing for the UK market specifically was the unabridged birth certificate. So, and what that did is it made it really difficult for school groups to come. So we lost a lot of business. There's quite a lot of regular school groups coming to do, rugby and cricket and football tours. So we lost a lot of that business. And the risk is that what happens is that people just, they used to come to South Africa, and now they go to Argentina, and actually now they quite like Argentina, so they don't come back. Also, the world is just a really, really competitive space. So what happens is that if you make it difficult for people to come to your country, and if you make it difficult for people to sell, there's just so many other places, for people to sell. So we're going to have to work really hard to get ourselves top of mind again.
Now, this has been spoken about a lot, the visa regulations and how it's affecting the tourism industry in South Africa. Now, they say that it's going to be lifted eventually. Do you have any kind of indication as to when?
No, we don't have any indication as to when, but they did say that hopefully within the next 3 months. So, the end is in sight.
Well, that's good to hear.